Look at the theater playing out right now at the NATO summit in Ankara. The headlines want us focused on the manufactured friction between Israel and the US, and the mainstream narrative, that this is just another unpredictable diplomatic shift. They want us to believe there's a deep conflict because Trump is suddenly pivoting to lift sanctions and offer fifth-generation F-35 fighter jets to Turkey, while Israel claims it threatens established regional alignments. But if you look past the distractions, you'll see the true nature of how the system of control operates. This isn't a breakdown of the elite's overall agenda, but it's an evolution, and the discrepancies are theater, and the outside evidence tells the real story. When the predators waged their recent war on Iran, multiple Western European allies balked at providing the unfiltered base access and airspace the war machine demanded, and the system realized its structural vulnerabilities on the eastern flank. So how do they solve it? They don't try to destroy a massive, functional military power like Turkey from the outside, but they absorb it, and they lure it directly into the web of centralized integration. They tell us regional partners oppose this, creating the perfect illusion of an independent, transactional leader acting against the status quo, but it's a classic dialectic designed to pacify the citizens who are turning away from unconditional foreign entanglements. But now let's look at the actual hardware and what I mean by absorb. The F-35 is not just a jet, but it's a flying mainframe entirely bound to the Pentagon-managed Odin data network, and it requires constant centralized software updates just to stay functional. By reintegrating Turkey into this program, the system isn't arming a wild card, but it's installing a digital leash. They're tethering Turkey's high-tier capabilities to a centralized grid, equipped with a remote unalive switch. Their strategy is never total decapitation of powerful regional forces, but its subversion through absolute dependency. They want to ensure that as regional borders and structures shift as they move forward with the Greater Israel Project, that the most powerful militaries are already woven into the global infrastructure, completely unable to act independently. So stop watching the actors on the stage and start looking at the architecture of the cage they're building around us, because it's time for the people to see the integration for what it is and wake up to the truth. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Anonymously Enlightening out.